Hi everyone, it's your boy Ricky here. Thank you so much for watching today. We are going to be making a card using some products from Honeybee Stamps. We're going to be using the falling snow background. We're also going to be using the Bitty Buzzwords holiday stamp set along with the matching dies. And we're also going to be using the layering snowflake dies here as well. So we're just going to make a non-traditional Christmas card. You know, I've been doing those the past couple of videos and I thought you guys would like it. We're going to be using some vellum paper, some shiny cardstock with texture, some white cardstock. Let's go ahead and get started. We have some uh, items here that we need on every card. So what are they called? Staples. That's what they're called. So what we're going to do now is the first thing we're going to do is make sure the card stays down in the Misty here. So I'm going to put some temporary adhesive on the back of it so that it stays in the Misty. And the reason I'm doing this is because the card panel is smaller than the actual stamp set or the stamp that we're going to be using, so I can't use a magnet. I'm going to go ahead and take Kitsch Flamingo here, and I'm going to ink up the stamp, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp that over. I did do that twice. I don't show you in this video, but I did stamp it over twice. I inked it up again and put that through. I am going to use this nifty little idea that I had. I don't have a Chucky tool or whatever it's called, so I just decided to take a towel and a jar and just make a Chucky tool out of whatever I have. So that's what I have here. I'm going to go ahead and get that off of the Misty, and then take a look at that. Beautiful pink snowflakes. Who doesn't love pink snowflakes, right? The next thing we're going to do is the sentiment for the card, and I'm going to be using holiday here, and I'm going to take the word die along with the shadow that comes along with it, and we're going to cut those out in the die cutting machine. For the shadow, I'm going to use some vellum cardstock here. I've done this technique a few times on this channel, and I just like to have it see-through so you can see the things that are underneath the sentiment here. Probably one thing I realized on this card when it was done is that the sentiment may have been too small for the card, but you know, you live and you learn. That's how we roll around here. I'm going to take this Distress Oxide ink pad straight to the paper so that I can get the exact same color for holiday that I did for the snowflakes. And you know, pad to paper, it gets a little scary. You're like, oh my God, am I going to run out of ink? No, you're going to be fine. Just do it. Have fun and do it. Now, the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and glue the sentiment down onto the shadow here. And I'm just going to use some Honeybee Stamps precision point glue here to go ahead and get that placed onto the shadow here. And then we'll also do the little piece that goes over the eye. I think that's called a tilde or a tilde or tittle. I don't remember the name, but it's the little dot that goes over the eye, y'all. I had to fight for it here. Couldn't get it to pick up, and my big old man hands couldn't get it to pick up, so I used my needle nose tweezers here. Now the next thing we're going to do is cut out all of the snowflakes here. And basically I've broken up the snowflakes here in two areas because I didn't want to break all of them apart, because it's kind of a hassle when you're trying to like get them all onto the paper. So I decided to keep them all connected and do two different types of paper here. I have a light blue shiny and a light grayish white shiny. So I did have to run this with a shim. You did not see this. But I did have to run it through with a shim, probably because it's my die cutting machine, but not an issue. We're going to go ahead and remove all the snowflakes from there. And then what we're going to do is just match up the snowflakes, layer them up. There's no right way to do this. We're just putting the snowflakes up against each other, just making dimension and all that great stuff. You could totally do the snowflakes by themselves, but I was being extra and I wanted to have layers with these snowflakes and to make them look pretty. So basically I'm going to use some honeybee ink or honeybee glue here, you guys, and go ahead and get all these snowflakes glued together so that they all have different layers on them. And then I'm going to glue them down to the card base just directly. I'm not going to pop them up. basically because I was lazy and I didn't feel like cutting super thin strips of 3M foam tape. So that's why I did not do that. And then I'm going to go ahead and finish this up with the last snowflake here. I did just put them in the middle in case I wanted to like flip up the snowflakes. I could do that to give it a little dimension. But yeah, just put some glue in the middle. That's all it really needed here. Now what we're going to do is go ahead and put the sentiment on. I did cut this sentiment off camera because I did not like the black Mary that you see on the left. So basically what I did was I stamped it out in the Kitsch Flamingo because I thought it looked better. And I'm going to put some 3M foam tape on the back of that. And then once I get that on there, then what we'll do is go ahead and get some 3M foam tape on the back of the sentiment. Here you see me cutting crazy thin strips of 3M foam tape, and you can't see it on the camera, but I'm putting it on the back of the sentiment that said holiday, and I'm trying to make it so you cannot see it through the vellum. And you know, I was pretty successful. I don't know what I do here, but I lay this down onto the card, and then I go to put the Mary on, and then for some reason I think this is like crooked and it's not straight, but it actually is. I don't know why I ripped this off, but I go to rip it off. It was kind of a battle to do it. It made me a little nervous, but I was successful, and basically I just put it back in the exact same spot, except for I make it not crooked when it wasn't crooked. Oh, you guys, card making, it happens. That's what happens. It's just, you know, it just happens. So anyway, what I do is I go ahead and cut out some more 3M foam tape. I put that on the back, and then I go ahead and place that onto the card. And now that I do look at it, I can see that the sentiment probably is too small for the card. What I should have done is made a mini slimline, I believe, and I think that would have made this card look a little better. Okay, now that we have that done, we're going to just put a touch of fancy on here. We're going to use these little bubble bath things. What are these called? Reflection bubbles. And we're going to place these in the center of each snowflake, and that's going to be it, you all. The card is finished. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate it. Honeybee Stamps, they appreciate it as well. Make sure that you head over to their website and check out all the products that are listed in the description. Also head over to Instagram and Facebook and check them out there because they do lives and stuff all the time. And you should really go check them out because they're always giving out gifts and prizes and stuff. I mean, I never win, which is fine. But anyway, I mean, I don't think I can win because I'm on the design team. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. You can check me out on Instagram or YouTube by searching for Bromero Cards. And I hope that you guys have a great week. The holiday season's coming up. I hope you're pumping up for your Christmas cards, your holiday cards. Just get on and do it. So I'm going to cut off the edges here because it was a little snowflake hanging off. And there we go. That's the final card. Thank you guys. You guys have a great holiday season, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.